Let's get started, shall we? Starting with gaming anniversaries, let's send a huge shout out to three of my personal favorite RPGs. Resident of Fate celebrates its 12th anniversary today. Developed by Triace, the makers of the incredible Star Ocean and Valkyrie Profile series, this bullet ballet-based JRPG was a vastly underrated gem when released on the PS3 and Xbox 360. However, I'm thankful for the cult following this game has rightly achieved, as it helped it see a re-release on current-gen consoles and Steam. Marking its 23-year anniversary is Digimon World. Paving the way for future titles such as Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and Digimon Survive, this was the first console game for the franchise and was key in bringing more love to this great series in the West. The year prior, however, saw the release of one of the most beloved JRPGs on the PS1 and, dare I say, period point blank, Final Fantasy Tactics. With expertly written wartime drama, exceptional gameplay, and a brilliant cast of characters, this remains the go-to JRPG for many gamers to this day. To Ramza and the crew, here's to 24 years of greatness. To bring things forward to the present day, we've got a couple major gaming releases to keep an eye on today. The first is the long-awaited addition to the roster of Guilty Gear Strive, the returning favorite, King. Her announcement and gameplay trailers dropped earlier this week, and as of this morning, there are a metric ton of videos out covering advanced tactics and set play for and against the busty blade wielder. If you got her, let me know what you think in the comments. Also releasing today for the public is Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Nintendo Switch. This newest entry in the long-running Monster Breeding series has players running through a vast open world set in the Hisui region, over 100 years prior to the events of Pokemon Gen 1. With the expanded open world exploration comes some pretty intriguing changes to the gameplay, even allowing for wild Pokemon to attack your player character in combat. For folks checking out the game, I hope you have a blast. Now let's take some time to 1v1 the recent interview conducted by Chris Stead for Finder.com regarding Ubisoft's response to the reaction by the general public to their NFT-based program, Ubisoft Quartz. Reading through the interview itself, Stead made it clear that he doesn't share the anger of folks that are railing against the push to bring NFTs and the related technologies and business practices to the gaming space. Credit where it's due, the bias in this interview is made clear from the start. In the body of the interview itself, Stead interviews Nicolas Pollard, the VP of Ubisoft's Strategic Innovation Lab, and Didier Genevois, Ubisoft's Blockchain Technology Director. Pollard admits that he and his team knew that Ubisoft Quartz would be negatively received from the start, stating, and I quote, "Well, it was a reaction we were expecting. We know it's not an easy concept to grasp," end quote. The portion of his response to the negative feedback about Ubisoft Quartz and the related NFT currency called Digits that I just read sets the tone for the rest of the interview, and that tone, frankly, is pretty damn condescending. Throughout the interview, Pollard and Genevois repeat the notion that gamers just don't understand the value we offer them, and that they, quote, don't get what a secondary market can bring to them, unquote. There is, however, a very big problem. People do have a grasp of what NFTs are. Folks have done their research, and they've also seen the highway robbery perpetrated on artists by sites like OpenSea and VoiceVerse NFT. They've seen what transpired a mere 3 days ago at the time of this recording with the NFT game Blockverse. To summarize, the project sold out in less than 8 minutes, and its developers cut and ran, closing their website and shutting down their Discord server, getting away with roughly 500 Ethereum. When converted, this totals 1.2 million, yes, million with an M, USD. And these cats at Ubisoft want to double down by insulting the public's intelligence as clearly evidenced in this interview. They hope in time we'll come to, quote, understand the value they, quote, offer to us. Like they're doing us a favor. But hey, I'm just one guy on the internet. I'll provide the link to the interview below so you can read it for yourselves. It's Messrs. Poirard and Genevois for this. By insulting the people's intelligence and doubling down on your ego, you have bought and paid for all of the heat that will be coming down on Ubisoft regarding NFTs, digits, whatever you want to call it, from here forward. Even after all the evidence out there warranting the concerns of your current and potential consumer base, you still want to tell us that we just don't get it? I've got several responses for you, but let's start with this one for now. Get bent. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of the Coin Op-Ed. Links to all the related stories referenced today will be in the description below. If you want to help us continue, then put some tokens in the coin slide over at our Patreon. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with all the happenings here, and check us out on Twitch where we stream every weekday. Thanks so much for watching, and until next game, stay good, neighborhood.